One more thing before I get off that. It was an incident after we did break up that I was still selfless with his ass. You know what I'm saying? We went on a date and whatever, which I, said it like I was gonna, take him out. So, and I'm the type of person that once I say something, I'm gonna do it. It might take me some time, but I will fucking do it. I am a woman of my word, 100%. Um, we went on a date. I just got to pay my bills. I just put food in the house. I just pay money for books for school, and we sitting at the table, and I remember like I needed something else for school, so I didn't really want to spend too much, and I just said at the table when he was ordering, like, "Oh, I'm not hungry, so you go ahead and get something. It's all about you today. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have to been around his birthday or something. I'm not pretty sure. I think it had to been. I said, it's all about you today, and enjoy yourself." And he looked at me and said, "Oh, are you sure? Like, like you're not hungry?" And by him knowing the woman that I am, he know I'm very selfless. So he know that I really didn't even care. I just wanted to make sure that, he had the best birthday or whatever the case may be. And I did that for him. But I was stupid in love. Cause after the breakup, I was still stupid in love. I still was hoping and wishing that we got back together. But after I realized that, he's him and I am me, and I just deserve someone that's, even though guys, he's a great man. He just have a little bit of anger issues, and then he kind of listened to too much people on the outside than what is going on between us. So he like, hopefully he grown from that, but he's pretty much just like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you listen or not, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a follower, just a bit. I'm sorry, truthfully, I'm sorry, but it's sad. And I still love you though, but follower. Because only reason I say that because he listened to what outside people got to say instead of what he has to say in the inside of him. So that's done. So let's move on. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about unconditional love. Okay, so you guys, as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we started off pretty much great. You know what I'm saying? I did kind of ignored a little bit of the red flags, but hey, that's another episode. Red flags for another episode for next season. But we started off pretty great, and he did not care about my looks or anything like that. He pretty much really cared about what was in the inside of me, I guess, because I didn't think he realized my flaws. He didn't even realize my flaws either. Like, and I know I have flaws. Like, my teeth was messed up pretty much because when I was 9 years old, playing hide and seek, a guy pushed me into the wall, cracked my whole fucking front face, mouth bleeding. I didn't even realize, guys, the funny part about that story is, I didn't even realize my mouth was bleeding when he pushed me to the wall. He pushed me to the wall. I'm like, hee. And it's like, oh my God, your mouth is bleeding. And then I was like, look down. I was like, oh, my mouth, mommy. I'm like, mommy. And then I'm come running downstairs, my baby. And then I had to get braces and stuff and like that. But my mom didn't have pretty much a lot of money because she's a single mom of four, at 3 kids at the time. So she didn't really have too much money, nor did she have a job. She was on welfare and she struggled a lot with us. And I appreciate her because she took care of us. Good enough for her being a single mother of what I know now, 5 kids. So she pretty much is no parent is perfect, to be honest, but you do what you can. So that was that. And also, that's that. So I had that flaw and then another flaw that I'm not going to pretty much too much say about because I want you guys to, I want to be ready. Want you guys to be ready for what I have to offer when it comes to stuff like that. And That's that. Anyways, let's just dive into the second part of this, unconditional love. But so, like it started off with unconditional love. I didn't even notice my flaws, pretty much. He noticed who I was as a person, and he loved me for that. And then, like, it reason why my flaws got noticeable is because a group of people pointed them out, and when they pointed them out, he kind of like, he still accepted me for who I was as a person, but he let a lot of outside mumble ruin our relationship because he, that. And it all started how our relationship went from unconditional love until chaos. I just give you guys a little bit of what happened. We were sitting in his one of his family members' room, and talking about our lives together and how we were gonna, move, like accomplish our dreams together. When someone came upstairs to get him to talk to him. I think, yeah, someone came upstairs to get him to talk to him, to call him downstairs to another family member's room. And then, he went down there because he was having a good conversation. We always have great conversations in the beginning. So we had like a cool, like, it was like our relationship was based off substance. It was more than just the surface. It was just like deeply underneath, and like, so it was like deep. But in the beginning, but when he went downstairs, something told me to go get a glass of water. And when I went to go get a glass of water, I hear the group of people talking about my flaws and like, why am I? They asked like, why are you with her and things like that. Pretty much so. I am a beautiful woman. I consider myself a beautiful woman. I'm beautiful inside and outside. I am very much, very much, very much beautiful. Just to let you guys freaking know. Fucking know I am beautiful. I am that bitch. Like fucking Cardi B say, like fucking Megan Thee Stallion say, I am to that. You feel me? I'm saying a car. Okay. So anyway, so story started, I hear them talking about me, but he stood up for me. That what made me feel a little bit fall in love with him more, because he stood up for me, because they was talking bad about him. I'm like, no, I don't care. I really, really, really like her, and she's gonna be in my life. Da da do ba da da. He don't know that I heard this. The people that was trying to convince him to not be with me even don't even know I heard this. But I heard it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, and when that happened, it kind of put me back. My walls went back up. So I went from being open with him and talking about everything to being like quiet. But we still had talked to each other about everything, but I just went quiet. Along with other stuff that happened, I just went in a shell because of that. And from that day on, in that conversation with the people that he was speaking to, I knew that they was going to do any and everything to break us up because of my outside and not my inside. I'm a beautiful person again. Like I said, I just got fucked up teeth like Cardi B, but I can get that shit fixed. You feel me? Because I'm about to be a billionaire. You feel me? So I can get that shit fixed. But the other situation is going to take a lot of money. So I need that foundation of financial freedom, so I can be able to put in that money to get the research to get that taken care of. But he don't know that I hurt them that night. They don't even know I hurt them that night, and that hurted me so much so. But him taking up for me is why I fell in love with him. Other reasons why too, because I loved him for who he was, and that's why I was there for him. And I will always still be there for him because like it's not you're not you're sometimes you're not a fault of how you're raised because sometimes you just sometimes people be stuck into how they're raised. They don't really know they don't really know about what it is that they're doing or how it's hurting the person because of how they're raised. You will really have to go out there and live life and have a mind of your own and say, I want this. I don't care. I do not care how I was raised. I want this to be different because that's how I am. I was raised different, but my mind and my mindset is totally different from how I was raised. Complete different from how I was raised. Um, and my mindset is just so different. Which were him, I think that he really value what other people say, so he live his life based off what other people say. He still do this to this day because we still cool, we still friends and stuff like that. We still cordial. I love him too still, as a friend. But to be in love with him, sometimes it kind of creeps in a little bit here and there, like the butterflies would come when I speak to him sometimes, but I kind of like block it. Like it would come for it. Like I'll say it, my heart would drop, and then my stomach would get like funny acting, and I'd be like, oh my god, like why is this happening again? And then I'll say it in my head though, but I won't say it out loud. And then I would kind of like how you say sabotage, so that I won't feel that way. So I would sabotage. I say something stupid to him, or I will like completely like just like cut that shit off right then and there because like I don't want to have to go through that same ass shit of where the group of people like don't want us to be together and they just don't. Well, I don't know about now, but I will always be there for him only because that I know that he I see a lot in him. I see him. I see him for who he is and not for what people want him to be. Um, so that's that. When it comes to unconditional love, I believe he loved me unconditionally. And for the woman out there and for the man out there, be acceptance of who you are and just accept yourself. Because I think that when I accepted myself and what I was, it kind of made him love me that much more. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, whatever. Because it's been plenty of times he said I was special to him and things like that. He actually told people this. Like, and like, I just think that they didn't want me to be in their circle because of a few two fucking flaws, guys, that I can get fixed. And but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When I meet my next guy, I know that he's gonna give me unconditional love as well. Um, because the next guy is going to be my husband. I'm not. No, I don't know who the person is, so I'm not going to too much say about like what, because I don't know. All I know is that I love me right now. I just love me and who I am. I just love me unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally, and like that's all that matters to me. I really wish him, the best of luck because I really believe in him. Like I truly believe in him that he will do whatever it is that we talked about when we first met, and I believe that he can get there. I have that much trust and love in him. I also trust him still because we talked about pretty much everything. We tell each other pretty much everything. Even though we were broken up, we still told each other pretty much everything. Well, I told him pretty much things that he don't know too much. That yeah, that's it, you guys. I don't want to get too much deep into that shit. You know what I'm saying? But just know that I had a person that gave me unconditional love all the way up until society constructions got the best of him, and he kind of just thought that I don't want to be with a person like you because I need somebody that looks good. But I look good though. You feel me? I am a hot commodity. I am a MILF. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, I'm just laughing because